as of today, I'm 2 weeks into my cut and I've lost just under 2 kilos. I'm getting leaner and I'm still getting stronger, if not maintaining my strength on a few things. Today I'm going to take you through my leg day, and then at the end we'll kind of dive into how my nutrition and my training has changed to make sure I am losing fat, but also maintaining as much muscle and strength and actually getting a bit stronger throughout this training block. And then at the end, I'll actually dive into how you can use like a short fat loss phase to set yourself up for a really productive build down the line. Anyway, let's get into it. I'll see you in the gym. Okay, plan today is to jump up in weight. I'm gonna get one more warm-up set before I dive into it. Last week I was getting around 94 for 8, 2 sets of 8, which was actually pretty good. So this week I'll jump up just a small jump up to 96, see how that goes. Aim for 8, or as close to that as I can. We'll get this last warm-up and then get ready for it. That's it. Fuck. That was good, that was 8. Okay, so we'll get one more set. I'll stick with that weight, so I'll probably drop off a little bit. Usually fatigued by that second one, so aiming for about 5 to 7. Shit. Fuck. Okay, getting up in weight today. These ones have been feeling pretty decent and I'm feeling pretty strong today, so gonna get up to 90 from 87 on Monday, or sorry, Tuesday, and then last week I got 85 here. You'll notice with this program, like pretty low volume. Main reason being, just allows me to get a lot more exercises in, and I can push these exercises like pretty hard. You'll see I'm like going with like 1 to 2 reps in reserve, sometimes even all the way to failure, but usually like 1 or 2 in the tank. And just the lower volume is going to really allow me to push extra hard on these, allow me to recover better, especially because I am actually in a cut as well. Plus it lets me get a few different exercises in, so I'm just getting a lot more out of it. Definitely a lot more efficient. But yeah, let's get this one here. I'm gonna aim for around 6 reps. About 1 to 2 in the tank. So let's see what I get. Fuck yeah, 7 reps, at least 1 or 2 in the tank. Very fucking happy with that. Okay, that was last warm up. I did my first one, 47.5, got 3 sets here. So start there, that's where I left off the other day, so should be a good place to start and then bump it up from there. Just been seeing how these feel. I had to change the loading a little bit, so it's giving my knee a little bit of grief. This is my first few sets, so we've adjusted a few things. But yeah, I'm gonna take about another minute, gonna put some weights on, and then first set. Fuck. Fuck, that hurts. Shit. That was good, that was 9. Go up for my second set. You'll see I'm using lifting straps to kind of pull myself in. If you can, do something to make yourself more locked in, more stable. And it doesn't take away from the movement, 100% do it. I used to think it was kind of just a bit pointless on your machines like this, but since I've actually started doing it, it feels way better. So like leg extensions, leg presses, things like that, strap yourself in. It will just help that a little bit more. Keep you more locked in, make sure your bum's not coming off and you're not losing any tension or work from your quads in this case. So. Fuck, that felt good. Just doing a few warm-ups here. Hopefully you can hear me. Music can get a bit loud in the gym sometimes, but just did deadlifts. Fucking great. That was like a lifetime PR, 165. I think the max I've ever done, this is with a belt like a year or two ago, was like 160, so that's fucking huge. Fucking really stoked with that. I want to get to 180 by end of the year. I reckon that's going to be definitely on the cards, especially with the way that it's been moving. But got one set of adductors here, 1 or 2 sets, I can't quite remember. Got to do some calves. I missed them in the beginning just because still using the machine. I want to get straight into it. But yeah, so adductors, calf raises, and then I got 25 minutes of cardio. If the audio is shit and you can't hear me, I'm just going to do a voiceover for all this. But hopefully these new mics are doing their job of cancelling it all out. Yeah, so 1 set of adductors, a few more in the tank on this one, just because I've been having a little bit of adductor discomfort in the first few weeks of this block just from a leg press, and it was carrying over onto this one here. So a few more reps left in the tank here, just to kind of let that heal and recover until we start loading it again properly with some sort of squatting movement. So you'll see I don't have any squatting patterns in my program at the moment. Just got the leg extensions as my main quad work, which is fine. So we're seeing some good quad strength gains and development. And quads were a focus for me for a long time, so I don't really need to focus too much on them. My main focus for this year has been my posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes as well. Just I wouldn't say neglected them, but I wasn't focused on them as much as I was quads, and it was definitely starting to show. Whereas now I would say that they are definitely on par with my quads, or definitely getting close to that, which I'm very, very happy, because that's, like I said, it's been a big focus for me this year, just getting them developed strength-wise, but also physically as well. Oh, fuck. Definitely could have done 3, maybe a 4th, but I'm happy with that there. For my short king and queens out there. Second set here. Gonna have to sort this out next week. I fucking max the machine out, which is good, but probably have to swap to the standing one instead of the seated one here. Which is a shame because I do like this machine, but gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna leave the training there. I'll see you back at home. Okay. So just finished training. Pretty good workout. Definitely hit some good numbers on a lot of my lifts there. So very happy with how that went. I get quite a lot of questions at the moment about like why I'm going into a cut and then also how things have changed going into a cut. So training hasn't really changed that much. And when you're going into a cut, training shouldn't really change much. We want to keep things relatively the same. As the cut goes on, or if it's a very aggressive cut, you may even drop a little bit of volume. So basically just doing a few less sets. It's going to be very dependent on how the body is responding, how your strength gains are, and things like that. Nutrition has changed quite a lot. So prior to this, I was in a building phase, very small surplus. I was eating about 3,500 calories. Now I've got 2 calorie targets. So training days, I'm eating 2,600 calories, and then non-training days, 1,600. So very aggressive. Goal for this is basically just a 6-week cut. Just get it done and then start building again. I really don't want to be like spending a lot of time in this calorie deficit. So that's why I'll just go very aggressive. I've done a lot of diets before, so I know how I respond. I know I can handle a very aggressive cut. Sometimes if the person can handle it, definitely go aggressive and get it done. If they're someone who's newer to dieting, then I probably won't be going this aggressive. I'm doing a bit of cardio on top of that as well. So training days like 25 minutes, just walking on the treadmill, and then non-training days, if I can get it in and I have time, 15 minutes. I'll make sure I'm hitting my steps on top of all that as well. So main reason for it, one was just to basically trim down a little bit more and set myself up for a really productive build after this. So especially getting into the end of the year and then going into 2026, I just want to be getting as strong as possible and building a bit more muscle as well. So this is just going to allow me to build for a lot longer. So I'm basically starting at a lower body fat percentage. I don't want to get to like halfway through and then start to feel a bit uncomfortable because I'm putting on a little bit too much body fat and then have to cut again. It's just like going to disrupt my momentum. So this is going to really help just set myself up, build a really good foundation to then build upon for a really long time. So it's definitely something to consider depending on where you're at body fat percentage and how you're feeling there. Second reason was also just to give my gut a little bit of a break. When you're eating a lot of food, it is a stress on the gut. Plus it's also going to be a bit of a chore, especially if you've been building for a while, just continuously eating that amount of food. It's going to be a stress on the body, and it's also very just like mentally fatiguing. So as well, this just gives the gut, but also just mentally a bit of a break from trying to eat so much food all the time. If you've done a build before and you've been doing it for a while, you know exactly what I mean. If you miss a meal or a meal gets pushed back by an hour or two, then you're trying to play catch up, and it's not fun. Anyway, that is pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this. I'm going to try get one out at least every 2 weeks, and then just more regular updates on my Instagram as well with change that I'm with my training, nutrition, and just seeing how this process goes. But plan is basically cut for 6 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. It's just going to be very dependent on the body comp changes that we see and how the body is responding and just feeling as well going through that. But that's pretty much where things are at. I'm going to be posting a lot more, so make sure to hit subscribe. If you do have any questions, then comment them below. I'm happy to answer those or even answer them in future videos as well. Like I said, you'll be seeing a lot more of my training, how things are changing, and you'll be able to take away a lot of what I'm doing, but also just seeing what I'm doing and implementing that into your own training and nutrition so you can get a lot stronger, get a bit leaner, and also just build a little bit of muscle depending on your goals. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.